Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Johnny and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Johnny's ability to understand and respond to his formal obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Johnny will go home with his very own training equipment that has been fitted to him, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now Johnny is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Johnny, heel. Now at this point Johnny has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg during walks. Not dragging you down the street, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but paying attention to his owner. And each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking down the street and you stop to cross traffic, he should sit automatically and wait for you to tell him what to do next. Nice automatic sits. Now the next exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit-stay you're going to practice indoors as well as outdoors. It helps to develop focus and attention span. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, and Johnny should remain seated until he gets his next command, and they take off heeling again. And he's doing a great job of showing off his skills here today. You want them shoulders even with your left leg. Nice automatic sits. Now what he's trying to do is show us the next command, but we're not quite ready for that. So Rich is going to leave him in another sit-stay, and remember, start out with about 1 minute on these sit-stays and work up to 3 minutes. This time, instead of returning back to Johnny, Rich is going to call him. This is the recall. And you hear Rich talk to him, coax him in. He comes right in front and sits facing your knees, and that eliminates jumping all over you. Rich heels him out of that exercise, and we will demonstrate that again for you. And with Johnny, if you speed up or slow down or change direction, he should be right with you. And you can talk to him and encourage him during your heeling. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in a sit-stay. He uses his name, lightens his tone of voice, tells him good boy on the way in, and then has him sit right in front. Perfect. Back to heel and back sitting. Good job. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands, and these are probably the most valuable and well used next to the heel, which everybody complains about their dog dragging them down the street. But your down stays are very important. So the first one that we're going to demonstrate for you is with your dog seated at your left. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home should be 2 minutes, and you're going to add seconds a day all the way up to 5 minutes. And again, this is a great exercise for helping to develop self-control and focus and maturity. Rich returns back to him exactly as he did on the sit-stay, walking all the way around him back to heel. Johnny says, I'm done.
Good boy. Come on, Johnny. Come on, buddy.
He was perfectly comfortable just relaxing in the sun there, and that's what happens with those downstays. They get very comfortable, and usually a downstay, they can fall asleep when you get up to a 5-minute long downstay.
Stay.
And this time Rich will call him out of his down.
Johnny, come.
Comes right in and sits. Goes back to heel and back sitting. Very good. Now the last exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is your down from a distance. Rich is going to circle back around. You're going to leave him in a sit-stay. And you're going to turn to face him. This is the only time that you use your right hand to give the command, and you drop him into a down from a distance. Now we have demonstrated for you all of his formal obedience commands. Johnny's done a great job with us here at school. He's completely crate trained and housebroken. His forever home is going to have a great addition to the family. We've loved having him. And thank you guys again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.